Alright guys, welcome back to another Verasity video. So today we're going to talk about this Verasity Axie Infinity divorce that is happening. We're also going to really take a look at Verasity's master plan for billions. Because recently I read through an article that was from Verasity's own Medium blog that really highlight how they're going to get Verasity scale. How are they going to make a bunch of money from this, which is what you're really interested in as an early investor of Verasity. So we're going to take a look at that. We're also going to take a look at karma because of this divorce with Axie Infinity, which really doesn't seem like the fault of Verasity. After that happened, it looked like recently, actually, Axie Infinity was hacked for more than $600 million. So we're going to take a look at that. And then we're going to take a look at the technicals to see where things are for Verasity in these markets that we're having right now. So if you're new to this channel or you're a returning viewer and you have not subscribed yet, then can I just get a little bit of help here? Help grow our channel by smashing the like button and subscribe button. And once we've done that, we can get into the video. Without beating around the bush too much, let's get right into it. So VRA staking program has been extended to 2023. And if you look at the picture here and where this was posted, this was originally only through 2022. But they have decided that, yeah, they've announced that the staking program is going to go through 31st of March in 2022. The daily reward rate is basically 0.05% per day, which is 18.25% per annum. And this new rate will be effective from 1st of April 2022. So it is live right now. And there's really no other changes than what I mentioned before. So if you haven't checked out our previous Verasity video, then please make sure to check it out right here. But anyways, we still have the same minimum amount of VRA to be staked, which is 10,000. There's no changes to the VRA staking terms. To withdraw, you need to have at least 5,000 VRA, and the fee for all withdrawals are unchanged at 700 VRA. So those are things you got to look at, because later when Verasity appreciates, then if they still have those same kind of requirements, it's not going to be worth it, right? So really, you have to keep an eye on what it takes to get your money out of the wallet, because right now it seems like they're acting like a bank with a lot of requirements for you to get your own money out. So next, we're going to talk about VRA's overall strategy with esports and VRA views. And if you're not going to watch the rest of the video, make sure to watch this segment, because if you want to invest in this, you got to know the overall strategy, the mission, the vision, and where VRA wants to go and how they want to scale, because this next segment is basically really what you need to know. So I'm going to leave the link to this article in the pinned comments below. So this article here really asked the question, how does VeraEsports as a product push the mission of Verasity forward and increase the adoption of VRA views? Because like with any kind of things related to videos, it's the views that matter. That's why porn is phenomenal with views. But anyways, that aside, because that's not what we're talking about here, the key term here is really securing tournament broadcast, right? Because like I said in the last video, they're working with things like Galaxie Cup for Axie Infinity and the Valorant Champions Tour, which are tournament games that people are going to be playing for the entire year. Like, yeah, it's a year tournament. It's not like the Super Bowl where it's a weekend. It's a year-long tournament. So, you know, better get your year's worth of beer and pizza for this whole thing, because it's going to last a while. But anyways, the key term here is exclusive, right? The segment of the content that they stream for Galaxie Cup 2022 and VCT Challengers SCA 2022 is unavailable on any other platform, licensed only to VeraEsports. So basically, there's a specific segment of content that they stream that people can really only see on Verasity or VeraEsports. And this is a benefit in twofold. First, they can leverage the pre-existing fan base of these tournaments and drive them to VeraEsports, because these people cannot see this content anywhere else other than VeraEsports. They have to go to VeraEsports and they have to get exposed to VeraEsports, learn how to use it, which increase traffic to our site without showing any boobs, and provide a steady stream of users to stress test their proof of view technology. And second of all, it enables them to make their own esports content, which will sit on the Bright Cove player, which they have a lot of partnerships basically. And through the Bright Cove player, they'll be available to broadcast their content worldwide. And that's basically how they're going to really increase the adoption of Veracity's ad stack technology. So let's take a look in this little graph how things work. So VeraEsports secures broadcasting rights to exclusive tournaments, and then VeraEsports content is made available on Bright Cove with the Vera views and ad stack already baked in. Then Vera views would protect publishers against fake views, because this is something that we talked about. Things on YouTube, a lot of the ads can be watched by bots or people aren't watching the ads. The technology behind Vera is that they can C, they know when the ads are being fed to bots, which save publishers a bunch of money. So once these marketers come to realize that the Vera is superior to any other alternative for preventing ad fraud, they're gonna go and use it. So with that, Vera views adoption is increased, and then the revenue that they make are used for operating expenses and VRA buyback. And when people buy back their own tokens, or a company buybacks their own tokens, what happens? The price goes up because there's going to be less supply. So really, the esports content is basically an outreach strategy through which we can market and license their revolutionary ads tech stack. And why are they using esports? The thesis behind that is that esports is just a really fast growing industry, and the market revenue is already at $1.8 billion. And when it comes to advertising revenue in esports, 2021 saw huge growth over previous years at $226 million. And 2027, advertising is going to be seen as the second largest revenue source in esports after sponsorships. And the thing is that esports fans are pretty difficult to reach. What they see is that young and tech-savvy esport fans are not privy to a lot of traditional content platforms. So that means that they're on kind of like the more niche video platforms, not on things like YouTube or anything. So they're harder and tougher to reach through conventional channels. So if VeraEsports can really get their attention, get them to adopt the platform, then they can also use their fans as a hook for other people who might want to reach their fans through VeraEsports, because they're harder to reach anywhere else through conventional channels. So with that, that's pretty much the overall strategy of how Vera wants to scale, make more money, and really increase the value of VRA token. Because if they buy back VRA token, that's really going to increase the demand and the price of VRA as well. So that aside, guys, you can also get VRA now on crypto.com and also on Huobi, OKX, KuCoin, and Gate.io. So be sure to, if you're using those platforms, might as well use them, because you don't have to pay any gas fees for VRA if you're just swapping them on a decentralized exchange. Guys, a lot of these videos take a lot of effort to make, to research, and to do for you. So if you want to help our family, help our channel grow, then you can do so not by donating anything. I don't need the money. I just want the like and the subscribe, like what I always ask for. Other than that, let's jump back in. So this is going to be a lesson about karma. So VeraEsports had an official statement on Axie Esports and Galaxie Cup 2022. So basically what happened was that Axie Esports removed the Galaxie Cup 2022's tournament series from the official Axie Esports grant, because what they do is that they would pay for a lot of these tournaments, and Galaxie Cup, which is ran by Verasity, basically was taken off. And in doing so, cited concerns about the validity of the VeraEsports platform to serve the tournament content. Regardless of that, they are still broadcasting the Galaxie Cup 2022 as their partnerships are with the organizers, the gaming company, because the gaming company is really the intermediary between basically Verasity, VeraEsports, and Axie Infinity. So what they say here, all Axie Infinity, Axie Esports, and Sky Mavi's requirements were communicated to us solely through the gaming company, because the broadcast agreement was through the gaming company exclusively. So I didn't do all the research in this one because it doesn't really seem like a big deal to me. But basically the problem is that without the grant, that means that players who are looking to make some money with the grant are gonna not go and play in the tournament. And with a smaller tournament means less of an audience, so that means less adoption as what they expected, because these tournaments thing are really just a way to scale their technology and show people what Verasity VeraEsports is capable of. And the grant really helps draw more eyeballs, right? But without the grant, you don't get the eyeballs. So that's really how things are working with this right now. Anyways, I don't really think it's a big deal, but let's jump in to see how karma really attacked Axie Infinity after all of this happened. All right, guys, so notice when this was posted, March 17th. So what happened was that on March 31st, what happened was that Axie Infinity's Ronin network loses over $600 million in one of the largest crypto hacks on record. So really, hackers made off with $620 million worth of cryptocurrency from the network used to process in-game transactions for Axie Infinity, one of the world's most popular NFT video games. So basically, all this to say is that the universe is watching their actions, watching your actions, they're watching my actions, not to go woo on you, but things like karma, it's a real thing, guys. So be sure to always be nice, genuine, kind, and don't try to screw people over. So it really looks like VRAEsports was really screwed over here by Axie Esports or Axie Infinity, and they got their just desserts, right? They had 600 million taken away from them, and that might be you too. Not that you might have 600 million. I don't have 600 million, but if you do, better watch out for karma. So that's my lesson for you in a nutshell there. Let's finally finish off the video with some technical analysis. So if you are planning to buy and hold Veracity for the long haul, then right now is a really good buy, because what I usually buy is between the points of the 0.5 and 618. Now that one has been done over the very long term, but in the short term here, I would wait for a retrace. Actually, my previous analysis still stands. It looks like Veracity actually came into the zone many times, right? Because I drew a fib here from top to bottom, and it fell back here to the 0.5618. You know, it fell down lower than expected, but it held at this point. You know, we never got down below the 1 and 6/1 thousandths of a cent. So really, it really held between this zone here, between 0.016 and really 0.02526, like the fib and indicates. So basically, I would wait. If you want to buy back in, I would wait for this to pop back into this green zone here, which is between the prices of 2 and 3/1 thousandths of a cent and 2 and 6/1 thousandths of a cent, basically. Because right now, this is quickly approaching 3 cents. It is on a roll. It is bullish, and I never chase after a bullish market or a bullish trend. I really do think that it's probably gonna go back and try to hit this zone again, because it did a really wild ride there, and we still haven't really seen a retracement or a chop between this zone. So I really think it would go back to 0.5618 at some point. So probably putting a limit buy order would be smart, since now you can get it on crypto.com or something like Gate.io. So there's your analysis there. All right, that's all I got, guys. There is your update with Veracity. So staking to 2023, that is amazing. So if you haven't staked your VRA, then what are you doing? Because it's just sitting there collecting dust. Make sure to go stake your VRA. And again, guys, karma is real. You saw what happened to Axie Infinity, 600 million. That's a lot of money, guys. So always be sure to be kind, be genuine, and not try to screw people over, because that stuff is going to come back and bite you at some point. So you don't want to do that. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the content that we make here, then can you please help us by smashing that like button, smashing that subscribe button, check out these other videos on cryptocurrencies and passive income. And remember, guys, keep working, keep building, keep inspiring.